Hello everyone, my name is Beatrice Usagi. Notice anything different? Today I've decided that my OCs haven't been drawn enough, so I decided that I'm going to make them into final boss designs. Going into these designs, I knew I had to have a theme. I went over my favourite things and decided that the ocean would be the theme. Ocean animals specifically. First, I made a tiny sketch of each design, and some ideas I could use. I knew that I wanted the designs to contrast each other in shape, language, and in colour, so I used that to my advantage. For Carmen, I used more spiky elements and darker colours, and for Bea, I used softer shapes and more pastel colours. I think that the contrast in characters also complements their personalities. Carmen has been my OC for a long time. She was made around 2023 and has been important to Beatrice lore ever since. Carmen is a brave, strong character. She likes heavy metal and flower ground. For her design, I thought about her personality and what she stands for, and the idea of basing her design off a sea urchin seemed fitting. I took inspiration from streetwear as well, trying to design her clothes as how I think she would wear it. The colours I used for Carmen's design include purple, green, and overall darker colours. I chose this for Carmen because in her previous drawings, I usually draw her as very cool and very laid back. Carmen is not a very peppy person like Beatrice, but she's still very fun to be around. I gave her an interesting haircut because I didn't want to fall back on the design choice of giving a character boring hair. I think that if you usually fall back on that idea of hair has to be boring, then I think it would be very fun to expand your horizon and think about how you could develop your character in other ways, such as hair colours and hairstyles. I think it really teaches you about what the character likes to do. If you have a very art and crafty character, then maybe you can give them more of a personalised hairstyle to show that they are capable of doing things by themselves and they like taking stuff into their own hands and customising their character, which is ultimately a good idea. So for Carmen it was pretty easy. I just thought of how I know her already and what I've built her character on, and how she would really like dyeing her hair a lot because she's just cool like that. And I did give her wings because I've thought that it would be cool. Kind of looks like a sea urchin, like the little spikes. But yeah. Next we go into Beatrice. For Beatrice's design, I decided to use very soft shapes and pastel colours like Beatrice's previous designs have all been like. I stayed true to their characters and tried to dress them up in things that they would actually wear. I feel like if Beatrice was a final boss, she would definitely have more extravagant clothing, very intricate knots and ties and stuff because she's very into fashion. Carmen's weapon of choice for being a final boss, I think she would have some kind of blade or some kind of magic power, and Beatrice, I'm not really sure, she might have some kind of magic. I'm not really sure she's built for heavy weapons. I feel like she'd just run away from that, but it really depends, you know. People can come out of their shell, so can Beatrice. But yeah, I based her design on a shrimp, even though it doesn't really come out in this design. I had that in mind, but now it just kind of looks like a fish. It's a fish from Japan, the paper carps, called, oh, I have to search this one up, called koin obori, which is a carp shaped wind socks, carp-shaped wind socks traditionally flown in Japan to celebrate Tango no Seku, a traditional event which is now designated as Children's Day. I took that as inspiration because I feel like the carps are really beautiful and I did really like looking at them. So yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!